And of course, her curiosity had snagged like a loose-knit sweater on a chain-link fence. She felt that pull, that need to understand. She reasoned, what if Boyd needed help? Needed her? A flash of doubt flooded Lily's brain for a minute. What if Mel had gotten back already and wondered where Lily had gone? No, Mel was with Dusty. She was sure of that much. Mel had chosen her loyalties. Now, a male voice drifting out over the wind. The sound of a car door slamming. She was almost there, and the heat of discovery drove her on. But it was so cold and so dark. The sparse streetlights did little to help, spinning patches of air into gold-hued snow blurs. She had to hurry. Lily scrunched her winter hat down lower. Still squinting, she made out a figure. No, 2 figures, floating from the shoulder of the road, toward the looming darkness of the woods that backed up to Devil's Lake from Route 28. Mel and Dusty? Mel and Boyd? Voices took clearer shape in the air as she got closer, though the words themselves wove and dodged and blew away. Holding her breath, hidden by the hounding snowfall and the heavy dark, she came all the way up to the driver's side, the side facing the road, without the figures noticing. She peered through the window. The keys were still in the ignition, a faint silver clump dangling in shadow. Shivering, she rounded the back of the truck, careful to stay hidden from view behind the glow of the taillights. A guy and a girl, arguing. Her heart hammered. She had to strain to see them in the bad light and the fierce snowfall, but she recognized Boyd by his height and his hunting hat. And the girl with him wasn't Mel at all. She was unmistakable. She wore no hat, and her golden hair shone even in the darkness. It was Kit. Lily took a step back. Was she being crazy right now? You didn't just traipse along the road late at night by yourself in the middle of a storm. She should head back. What was she thinking? But then again, she could almost hear Tessa's voice in her head. Weren't Boyd and Kit, the ever-trusted boy next door and the older sister everyone in school worshipped, up to something crazy too? Tessa was always talking about likelihoods and hypotheses. Lily wasn't exactly a star at science, but you didn't have to be a neurosurgeon to solve this equation. If you were those two and you were driving around in Boyd's truck together on a Saturday night, in secret, you didn't pull over in a storm either. Not unless something was wrong. Not unless something was going on. Secrets, secrets. Lily watched from behind the truck as Boyd put his hand on Kit's arm, and she shook, possibly crying. Was he grabbing her now? Had she let him? Slowly, he pulled open her coat. Lily shuddered hard. Kit said something, but Lily caught only snatches of her words. Please, and you're making a mistake, and I don't believe you. The racing of Lily's heart became a loud ringing through her ears and head. What was happening? Kit's voice, dancing on the wind, seemed to ebb and peak and break. Lily trusted Boyd. Of course she did. Hell, she loved Boyd. But she also knew how angry he got sometimes. Once he'd shoved Tessa so hard she'd fallen into the gravel on the playground and torn open her shin. Then again, that had been right after Tessa kneed him in the balls. They were 10 then, and nothing like that had happened since. But still, Lily remembered. Lily always remembered. She stood on the verge of calling to them when Kit got quiet, moving closer to Boyd. Then she was touching his face, and he was leaning down, and they were kissing, mist rising from where their faces met. Hot breath in the cold night. Oh, so they weren't fighting. A flash of mortification. Everyone was coupling off, hooking up, lying to Lily about it. Secrets, secrets. She backed up toward the road, the thrill of voyeurism bursting suddenly into hot shame. A car rushed past her and honked. She gasped, startled, realizing how easy it would have been to get hit.